Alright guys, how are you all getting on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, School Gunner. Great to have you joining me for this preview, the second preview of tomorrow's game, Arsenal versus Wolves. Season's done for us already, let's be honest about it, but I'm going to get into that later. Excuse me. If any of you watched my live streams yesterday, I did a live stream with Luca, AFC. Then I had Mani came on, lifelong Gunner Mani, and then I also had Stapes. He came on, formerly of the 3 Pointers. So we had a good chat about football. But I'm just going to start as always by thanking everybody for your continued support on my channel. Everybody that subscribed to me yesterday, that liked my videos, that commented. I really, really appreciate the support. If you want to donate a bit of money, please do. I monetized. $1 or $2 would do, guys. That would be nice. But obviously, I'm making money anyway on the video playbacks and the ads, so it's no biggie. You know what I mean? Things are tight for everyone all around at the moment. I understand that. It is what it is, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get straight into it. The game tomorrow really is of little consequence, I'm going to be honest. The league is done. We're not going to be champions this year. We're finishing in second. So tomorrow's game is of little consequence. We're in second. We're staying in second. Manchester City won the league undeservedly. We bottled it going into the last 8 or 9 games. We were top of the league on the 1st of April. And after that, we just completely capitulated, which was very disappointing for all Arsenal fans, to be honest. The whole league is laughing at us now. No doubt. A lot of fans around the world probably, but a lot of fans in the English league are probably laughing at us because of what happened and gloating over the fact that we did not secure our first Premier League title in 19 years. The team completely fell apart towards the end of the season. It was ours for the taking. We had it in our own hands. We just needed to go out and win our games. And yeah, our best chance in 19 years to be champions, and we just threw it away in the blink of an eye. Tough times. So like I said, tomorrow's game is of little or no consequence. The club lashing out the merchandise for the new season. What we want is a winning team. What we want is the Premier League title. I had different people on my channel yesterday with different opinions and different views. Everybody that was respected. But my own is that we should have brought it to the last day, to the last kick. You know what I mean? It should be going to the wire to tomorrow to decide the title. Not just completely capitulate and bottle it against a lot of respects to them relegation teams that we should have easily beaten. It was an absolute disaster. No doubt. Mr. Arsenal podcast in the house. How are you, man? I hope you're keeping well. Like his channel, guys. Subscribe to his channel. Like his videos. Yeah, I'm not too bad, man. Morning. Tomorrow's game is of little consequence. I was just telling everybody, to be honest. Maybe a morale-boosting win to see out the season. But we've got second place. We've got Champions League football. And we could have had so much more. We could have had the league title if we played our cards right. Arteta's match management was lacking in the last month, 6 weeks. We completely capitulated. Anybody that watched any of my live streams yesterday, like I said, I had a couple of different guests on. They gave their opinions. Everyone's opinion was welcome. On Saturday, the 3rd of June, I'm going to be doing a day-long jumbo marathon live stream. So I'm going to have many, many different YouTubers lined up coming on. We're going to talk football, but I'll get talking about that a bit more later. Tomorrow's match, let's just look into it. Of course, like I said, we're second. There's not going to be any more than that. It's a done deal this season, unfortunately. That's it for us. Second place is our lot in Champions League qualification. We are currently 8 points behind City with the same games played. We were 8 ahead, so it's been a 16-point turnaround. I think the biggest in Premier League history, they're saying. Arteta breaking all the records. 37 matches played, 25 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses. We had a disaster at the end, but still our statistics are good. That's a bit sad, yeah. It's a bit disappointing what happened. Goals for 83, goals against 43. I mean, we scored a lot of goals this season. City are the only team to outscore us. I mean, Man United in third place have only 56 goals. They've conceded 42. They're only 9 points behind us after the season we had. I mean, say no more. We got 2 wins out of the last 5. Aye, man. We beat Chelsea and Newcastle, then we lost another 2. Now we got Wolves tomorrow. I honestly think Wolves are going to beat us. I don't hold out much confidence in that game from what I've seen in our last performances. I think we're going to get stuffed. Mr. Arsenal podcast in with the comment again. He leaves one comment and then he kind of heads off. I don't know if he's still watching or not, but drop a second comment if you want. If you're still there, prove me wrong. Interesting fella. All right. Let me see. That's basically it, guys. That's how it's going. Tomorrow's game really is of no consequence. Wolves themselves are sitting in 13th place. They've had a mixed bag in their last 5. They won 2 out of the 5, lost 2. They've lost and they've drawn the last 2. It's been an interesting enough season, to be honest. But there you go. There you have it. That's the way of it. Football news. Premier League relegation, Everton, Leicester and Leeds fans issue rallying cry. Why Premier League 3 are in this mess and what relegation could do. Premier League midfielder refused to leave London to join Liverpool. Arsenal apology, Liverpool shock, Spurs surprise. Premier League predictions revisited. Wow, the stream is really live at the moment. Everyone is asleep in bed, relaxing on the Saturday morning. That's cool. I would be too, except I was stupid enough to get up and come on. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Say no more about it. It's a Saturday morning. Can't expect to be setting the world on fire every time. Let me just jump. All right, let's check the news. What's going on around the football world? Let me take on a bit of water as well. I'm just waking up here, guys. I'm slowly waking up, so I'm slowly waking up here, guys. So give me a chance to kind of get it together. But I didn't have the best night's sleep in the world. It is what it is. The game really tomorrow is of little or no importance. We can finish out the season maybe on a high, but that's about it. Not much else going on. Today, the Arsenal women are playing Villa. They're home to Villa. Arsenal transfers and rumours. Summer transfer window 2023. This is what we all want to hear about it. Anyone else tuning in? No. Let me leave it open. Before the season, Arsenal were predicted to finish 6th, and they finished 2nd. All right, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Low School Gunner. How you all getting on out there? So this is it, the end of the season. A one of regret for Arsenal? Yeah, I think a little bit so. Um, we had real title aspirations after finding ourselves in a very good position for most of the season, and then we faded back into second, unceremoniously. We bottled it in the last 5 or 6 games. We fell apart completely, and we let Man City steal in, take the league. They went on a great run, of course, in recent weeks, but Arsenal completely fell apart. Terrible, terrible, terrible performances. Someone needs to take responsibility for that and to hold their hands up for that, to be honest. Honestly, I don't think I'd go to the club shop and buy the merchandise that's being banded about because I don't want to support Cronky, to be honest. It doesn't make any sense. Why throw your money away and waste your money? Flush it down the toilet for nothing. I have enough jerseys, I have enough t-shirts, I have enough memorabilia, this and that to last me a lifetime. So why waste it? You know what I mean? Why waste it? Arsenal transfer news and rumours. Gunners to bid 120 million to bid for 120 million rated Rice. Arsenal are continuing internal discussions over the possibility of signing West Ham midfielder Rice. Arsenal were interested in January, and that interest is expected to be formalised with an official approach and bid to West Ham at the end of the season. David Moyes has indicated there is a chance Rice, who has 1 year left on his contract with the option of a further year, could leave, provided the price is right. Sky Sports News reported Rice has a gentleman's agreement that he can move in the summer as long as the Hammers receive an offer worth 120 million, be that in a transfer fee or a transfer fee plus players. Arsenal also keeping an eye on Moyes' Caicedo's situation at Brighton. The Gunners had 2 bids rejected in January, the latest of which was worth 70 million. Caicedo has since signed a new contract, but Roberto De Zerbi has admitted the player leaving the summer. Caicedo is understood to be high on the list of at least 3 other Premier League clubs. Arsenal going for both Rice and Caicedo has not been ruled out, but would likely depend on money being generated from possible sales. Arsenal are also keeping an eye on a number of other midfielders, with Granit Xhaka expected to leave in the summer. Thank God. 1 good season in 7. He can head off. Chelsea's Mason Mount and Manchester City captain Ilkay Gundogan have Yeah. That's fantastic. Never going to happen. Maybe the Mount deal, but Gundogan, unrealistic. Never going to happen. All right, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, No School Gunner. How y'all getting on out there? I hope you're keeping well. I saw there was one person tuned in there and then they just jumped off. That's cool. Maybe come back in a while. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. No School Gunner. How you all getting on out there, guys? Season is pretty much done for us now at this point. Unfortunately, the season is more or less for us at this point. But if we could see low, if we can close it with a win tomorrow, that would be good. It's been a disappointing end of season, of course, for us. A lot of fans disenchanted what has been going on. Yeah, we had a really good chance to win the league this year, and on the 1st of April, we were 8 points clear. Now we're 8 points in reverse, a 16-point turnaround. People are saying that is the biggest turnaround in Premier League history. That does not surprise me. It's just a pity that we didn't take it to the final day. And that it was still up for grabs on the last day of the season. It would have been fever pitch. We probably would have ended up anyway as runners up, but that's just neither here nor there. We were in a position of power. We have been leading for most of the season, and we should have been able to close out the title. We knew what was coming. We knew the way things looked for us, and the belief just was not there. The focus at vital points was not there. We rode our luck at times in the season. I think that's fair to say. But we found ourselves in with a very good opportunity to win the league at the end. And like I said, on the 1st of April, we were 8 points clear. Now we're 8 points behind going into the final day. Level on games with City, 16-point turnaround. All of the statistics, all of the numbers, it doesn't mean anything really. The fact of the matter is it was in our hands to win the league, and we fell at the final hurdle, unfortunately. And we just couldn't do it, which is disappointing, which is very disappointing. A lot of Arsenal fans have gone kind of underground now at the moment, which I understand. They're not really on social media anymore. They're not creating content. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. A lot of disappointed fans out there, of course, which I understand. It has been a chastening experience for us this season. So nearing it so far. Next season is going to be a completely different kettle of fish. Just take advice. Don't go and throw away your hard-earned money on the kit. If you want to buy it and you've got the money saved up and this, that, and the other, happy days. But you need to know what you're supporting, and you need to know who you're going to be paying when you buy the kit, or when you buy the new jersey, or when you buy any of the new merch. At the end of the day, we wanted the title. It's about winning. And when we were so close to it, for me, there's no excuse not getting across that line, regardless of how good Manchester City were at the end. It was in our own hands. It was in our own grasp to take that title. We had it under control. It was our destiny, and we had it in our own hands. We just needed to win our games, and it was as simple as that. We were 8 points clear on the 1st of April. 8 points clear. It would be easier to win it than to lose it. But, of course, Arteta and the lads, they had different ideas. They went out there with a different game plan, which was to get stuffed. And that is very, very disappointing. Not just for me, of course, for all Arsenal fans out there, the way we capitulated. Tomorrow's game means nothing now. We're playing just for pride, seal it on a win, go out with a win in the league. There has been progress this season, but when we came so close to winning the league, it's very, very disappointing. There can be no other way to say that. Which other way do you want to sugarcoat it? You can't sugarcoat something like that. It's been an absolute disaster. Yeah, I don't really know what to say apart from that. It has been terrible. Absolutely terrible. Say no more about it. A really, really difficult end to a very promising season for us. Like I said, there has been progress. We have progressed, but we've completely fallen apart. You know what I mean? It would have been easier to win the league, to be honest, than to do what we did. But of course, Arteta plumbed new debts with the squad, and yeah, very, very, very disappointing. That's the only way I could say. That's the only way I could express that. That is the only way that I can actually say that. Very, very disappointing. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Skool Gunner. How you all getting out there, guys? I hope you're keeping well. So tomorrow's game against Wolves, to be honest, our season is over. Unfortunately, it's a done deal. Not much more to say about that. End to a disappointing season for us. Yeah, honestly, can't wait for the season to be over. I mean, Manchester City have won the title. They have a Champions League final and an FA Cup final to look forward to. And what do we have? Finishing second in Champions League next season. After what went before it this season, we can feel fully justified in feeling a little bit hard done by regarding the league. Yeah, we should have pushed it. We should have won the league, in my opinion. As simple as that. But of course, the powers to be, it was not meant to be. It's really sad because we had one of the best chances in a long time to bring the league home, and we faltered at a vital time when we were in control, and it would have been easier for us to win it than to lose it, than to capitulate and what happened. We had the league title, we had it under control. We just needed to see out the win, and unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Regret, of course, for what might have been. Like I said, we had it in our own hands. It was ours for the taking. It was ours to lose, and it would have been easier to win it than to capitulate. So we're done. That's it for us this season. No more to be said about it. It's all over bar shouting, unfortunately. And this is where we find ourselves, in a position of somewhat unrest. It has been a very difficult end to the season for all Arsenal fans, which I understand. And really, it's been a tough one. It's been a tough one, no doubt about it. Tough end to the season for Arsenal fans. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Skool Gunner. How you all getting on out there, guys? But it was a slow one this morning, but great to see two people tuning in. I hope you're keeping well. All we have is the Wolves game tomorrow, and then that's it for the season. A real air of disappointment, if not sadness, also at what happened to us at the end of the season. Tomorrow counts for nothing, really. I mean, it would be good. It would be nice to go out with a win, finish the season with that. Ahead to the new season. Of course, we all know deep down only one team can be champions every season. But it was very disappointing that we tailed off the way we did at the end of the season, when it was in our own hands, to be honest, to win it. We had it in our own hands and we let it go right at the end. Something that I'm sure will always be a regret of Mikel Arteta is because in the new season there are no guarantees from what could happen. Nothing is promised, and it could be a very, very tough season for us, to be honest. No joke. Could be a hard season. I don't expect us to be pushing like we did for the title this season, to be honest. As silly as that may sound, I think that the competition, the level of the other teams will increase and improve, and we could really find ourselves in a difficult position. And that is actually my honest to God opinion on it. I think it could be quite a tricky season for us. We need to be careful. That's how I see things. We did have a good season this season, which is why it is even more unfortunate the way it ended. I mean, how long has it been since we won the league now? 19 years. And it would have been easier for us to win the league than to just fall away, which is what happened. It would have been easier for us to actually win the league than to just drop off like we did. So that will always be a regret. As simple as that. What else can I say? That will always be a regret of mine. It was a tough finish for all Arsenal fans. We really had to bite the bullet in the end. And yeah, we went from being possible champions to second place within the blink of an eye. Like I said, when it was in our own hands to win the league, it was there for us, and we still couldn't do it. Very, very disappointing. What can I say? It is what it is, I suppose. But quite disappointing, to be honest, what happened with the league. Sad times for all Arsenal fans, of course, guys, no doubt. Signings, possible transfers, continued talk of Declan Rice. I honestly think that the club are going to actually sign him, no problem. I think he will be an Arsenal player in the new season. But yeah, definitely not going to be easy for us in the new season, guys, with the competition that's out there. We're going to have to dig deep to get something out of the season. It's going to be a challenge, no doubt. But once we get our transfers out of the way, get in the players we need, the defence needs to be strengthened, the midfield and the attack also. We need a player that's going to score at least 20 plus goals this season. We need cover in the midfield and we need cover at the back in central defence. We need a midfielder as well that's got a bit of physical presence, a bit of muscle in there when the going gets tough. Like someone said to me yesterday, Rodri for Manchester City, not that we're going to buy him, but a player like that, the influence that he has had for City this season, when things have been going against him, he gets his foot on it, he gets the ball, and he shows the team how to move forward in difficult games. And that is what Rodri gives you. A player like him, that's what we need. Someone that can get a hold of it into tough games. Like Thomas Partey is fantastic when we're on the attack. But when we're under the cosh and we're trying to defend, he's found wanting. Rodri is much more adept in those situations, and that is what we need. That's exactly what we need. A player like him. You know what I mean? A player that's going to make the difference when the chips are down and your back's against the wall. You know what I mean? Like I said, Partey is good when he's going forward, but the other part of his game, a bit lacking. Taib in the house. How are you, man? How are you getting on? I hope you're keeping well. Thank you for joining my stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, the game tomorrow, man, is really of little or no consequence, to be honest. After we battle the league, simple as. It's unfortunate, to be honest. I mean, if at least we can see out the season with a win, I'd beat Wolves tomorrow, but I wouldn't be certain of that even. And people are probably laughing now. Arsenal at home, entertaining Wolves. I honestly don't know which Arsenal is going to turn up. It could be either team. You know the way they are, Taib. You know the way they've been the last 6 weeks. Anything is possible with this team. Anything is possible, honestly. I wouldn't be too sure that we would win that one. I have to be honest. I had a good stream yesterday for anyone that was watching. I had 3 different guests on my stream. We had a good chat about football, about this and about that, and about the season and what's been going on. Like I said, tomorrow's game is really just end of season, last game. it's of little or no consequence to the team now how that goes. We're done and dusted. Yeah, hoping we can see out the season with a win. That would be nice. But nothing is guaranteed, like I said, because it's been a tough, hard season for us. And the last couple of games have been difficult. And we've seen ourselves slip from first to second when it would have been easier for us to win the league. We were 8 points clear at the start of April. And we've watched it all just slip away, slip through our hands in the blink of an eye. It would have been our first title in 19 years. So don't anybody tell me, people don't try to tell me about football or about this or that. I know myself what it's like. It would have been easier for us to win it. That's how I see it. Coventry and Luton are going head to head for the game. Coventry and Luton are going head to head for a place in the Premier League. The 170 million game to reach the Premier League. The richest game in world football. The biggest domestic game in the calendar and the richest game in world football. It's on today at Wembley. Coventry versus Luton, Championship playoff final. Coventry v Luton, the 170 million game to reach the Premier League. Coventry could be coming back to the Premier League, guys. Coventry or Luton. Big game for them today, no doubt. Early doors football TV. Good morning, old school football. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. I was just reading about the Premier League playoff match between Coventry and Luton. The most expensive game in world football. 170 million is riding on that. It's the biggest game in domestic football. But look, us Arsenal fans, we have, what is it they said? We have bigger fish to fry, was it? Yeah, well, those days are long gone, man. I'm not too bad anyway. I hope you're doing well. And it's been a bit of a chastening experience for all Arsenal fans in the last 6 weeks or so. We've gone from nearly winners of the Premier League down to second place and guaranteed not winning the league. Champions League qualification assured. At least that's something. A credible second place in the league. That's also something. I like to keep this argument kind of between Arsenal fans balanced. People have been telling me different things over the last couple of weeks. I take everything on board. But one of the big questions is, would you have taken second place at the start of the season? Now, that question in itself is like, of course I would. But the question itself, when you consider the position that Arsenal were in for so long, we were top of the league for so long, for almost all of the season, for 93% of the season, if you want to put it like that. Not that that means anything, because it's the end that matters, not the start. It's where you are at the end, not beginning in the middle. But we were up for 93% of the season, statistically. And in the last 7%, City overtook us. I'm good, Luca, man. I'm good. Thanks for asking. But people saying to me, well, would you have taken second place at the start of the season? Of course I would. Of course I would. But when you consider how close we went, when you consider how close we were to winning the league, it is a disappointment. And no one can sugarcoat over that. No one can sugarcoat over that. It is very disappointing the way the team capitulated. I'm good, thanks. If Luton get promoted, they will have to redevelop the ground or move because Kenilworth Road. Yeah, exactly. No disrespect to them, but it's in the doldrums. It's like Luton Airport. You know what I mean? It needs a makeover, like Luton Airport. It needs a makeover. Anyone ever been to Luton Airport? You know what I'm talking about. Uh, Early Doors Football TV, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe to the man's channel, like his videos, and comment in the comment section and support his channel now. Early Doors Football TV. Make sure you go and support the man. Just give me 1 second there, guys. Just doing a bit of jiggery pokery. But yeah, it'll be a season of what might have been. What might have been. I mean, I saw Edu this season. Yeah, I actually saw him in central London, and I had a photo taken with him. I had a chat to him. What might have been for us, you know. Might have been. That's where we find ourselves, guys. But it is what it is, I suppose, at the end of the day, right? Yeah, quick. Early Doors Football TV. All right, there you have it. Early Doors, I'm just after subscribing to your channel, man. I was just looking at it there. I wasn't sure had I subscribed or not because I've been subscribing to a lot of channels recently. But I'm just after subscribing to your channel, Early Doors, and I turned on the notifications that when you upload content, I will be notified. Yeah. So yeah, big up yourself, man. I'll be getting some content on soon. Internet decided to die on me today. No bother, man. I subscribed anyway, like I said, and I turned on the notifications. Yeah, I'm good, Luca, man. I'm good. Thank you for coming on my channel yesterday. Early Doors Football TV. How are you doing, Luca Taib? Guys, subscribe to the man's channel if you haven't already. Early Doors Football TV. Give him a bit of support. Beef up his subscriber numbers. But yeah, Kenilworth Road, like Luton Airport, it needs a lick of paint. I'll be getting some content on soon. Internet decided to die on me today. Oh man, say no more about it. I hate when that happens. I was in like Venezuela in South America for 6 months in 2021. So it's 2 years since I flew over there. And I remember being there and yeah, I subscribed, man. I subscribed to. You know what I mean? I'm a man of my word. I hit that subscribe button and I clicked on the notifications. So when you upload content, when the internet comes back after it's dead, I'll be there to make your life a misery. No, but guys, what a season it's been for the Gooners. So nearing yet so far, lads. So nearing yet so far. A real wake-up call, a real wake-up call for Arsenal fans. I mean, the game tomorrow, it's just a run-of-the-mill routine game. Win, lose, or draw, there really is no importance to that game. I mean, we want to see out the season with a win on a high, give the fans something to celebrate. We finished second. We've got Champions League. We've got Champions League football, of course, first time in a long time. I think since 2010, first time in 13 years we've been in the We're going to be in the Champions League. That is going to have its own effect on us in the season. We need to strengthen in the summer. If we don't strengthen in the summer, we can forget about anything. That's what we want. We all want old school pain and misery, laughter and vibes. Pleasure is pain, isn't that? Pain is pleasure, isn't that what they say? Well, Arsenal fans having through a hell of a lot of pain at the end of this season. the tail end of the season, to be honest. We've been just suffering in silence as such. But it is what it is. If anybody wanted to donate to my channel, if you're feeling lucky and you have a lot of money, like I know Luca AFC is a rich man, and I know that Mr. Arsenal podcast is loaded, you know what I mean? And I know that Taib is a man of means. Taib has a lot of money. Early Doors Football TV, I don't know if you have any money or not, but that's your own business. But I am monetized, guys. So if you donate $1 or $2 to my channel, and I say dollars because it is YouTube, American, and everything is in dollars with them. If you want to donate $1 or $2, £1 or £2 to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate it. Big up yourselves. It's been a while. Otherwise, I'll just go to work tonight and try to get as many tips as I can. Funny guy. But yeah, guys. The biggest game in domestic football is today. Coventry against Luton for a place in the Premier League. And that game is at Wembley. I think it's kicking off at 4:45. So at Wembley today, a massive, massive game. Load of fans are going to be coming up to Wembley. They're actually probably going to be, I'm working in the city centre, a London city centre hotel. So when I go to work, there's probably going to be tons of their fans actually at the hotel. Yeah, well, maybe not, because we're not, of course, close to Wembley. We have a hotel out by Wembley as well. So maybe there'll be more out that side, but we'll see. No bother, man. No bother. But like you, I'll keep to me word and I will. Thanks for that, man. Don't worry about it, Jan. No big deal. Just play my playlist. Play my old school gunner playlist. And once the ads are playing in the videos, it's all good. You know what I mean? Everyone out there watching, if you could play my playlist today for a while, I would appreciate it. Old school gunner playlist. Just play it from the beginning on any device you're not using and just let it run. You know what I mean? Plug it in and let it run, guys. Excuse me. I didn't have that good a sleep, you know. I'm living in a house share like a lot of people in London. A house share is all we can afford. So I'm living in a house share in London. And of course, people getting up at different times of the night, going to work at different times, coming home at different times. You know yourself. It's a bit testing. That's life. That's only for the moment. Coventry manager Mark Robbins says overcoming pitch issues at the beginning of the season was phenomenal, and he believes the Championship playoff final will be cagey. Yeah, of course. Luton boss Rob Edwards said his side believe they can go the full distance and gain promotion to the Premier League as they get set to face Coventry in the Championship playoff final. So what else would he say? Coventry have never lost an English Football League playoff match before. Luton are unbeaten in their last 9 meetings with Coventry in all competitions, won 4, drawn 5. Interesting. It's going to be an interesting game at Wembley, no doubt. Pelly, Ruddock and Panzu has been with Luton Town since 2013 and has been on the Hatters' incredible journey from non-league to potentially Premier League football, should they defeat Coventry City in the playoff final. Luton Town could become the first club to go from the top flight to non-league and back again, and they've had one man with them on every step of their possible return to the Premier League. Pelly, Ruddock and Panzu signed initially on loan from West Ham and helped the club towards the Conference Premier, now National League title in 2014. The midfielder, now 29, has been there ever since. He has clocked up more than 300 league appearances for Luton as his 3 promotions to his name. He could make it 4 and make history on Saturday. Interesting. Have to see the way that works out, you know. Have to see the way it works out. Dave Big O, what striker would you like Arsenal to sign this summer? Easy question, man. Easy question. That's not a test for me, like. Ollie Watkins. I've been singing his praises from the rooftops for the last, I don't know how long, man. Ollie Watkins all the way, morning, noon, day, and night, by Ollie Watkins. Big fan of his, man. Big fan of his. Great player, man, and strong as an ox. He is a bull, and that's what we need. You know what I mean? Ollie Watkins is an absolute machine. That's the player we need at the club, man. Straight up, no joke. A bit of Ollie Watkins, by things will be going grand. You know what I mean? There's only one. Ollie Watkins. I'm half asleep now, so don't worry about it, Jack. I'm not drunk, I'm half asleep. And this is water, by the way. This is water. Early doors football TV. I remember when they got dumped into obscurity, so fair play to Luton. They have got there on merit, so today would be momentous for them. Yeah, they've got their on merit. But man, I tell you, the nerves will be jangling come kick-off time out at Wembley today. I mean, seriously. Arsenal forever. Do you know Early Doors Football TV? If you don't, subscribe to his channel because he's building a channel. When I looked, he had 7 subscribers. He's building up his channel. He's starting out. He doesn't have any content uploaded yet, but he soon will. I subscribed. Arsenal forever. If you could subscribe to Early Doors Football TV, I know he would appreciate it too. Boost the man's channel as he continues his journey. When you're rich and famous, Early Doors Football TV, I hope you remember your little friends. The old school gunner, Arsenal forever. I hope you remember us when you're rich and famous, when you're on top. I hope you remember us. You won't forget us. I'm a little bit tired here now, guys, but don't worry about that. They know the best of sleeps. Early Doors, big up. I subscribe to your channel. That's it, guys. Spread the love. Share the love. You know what I mean? Share the love. The stream is cooking a little bit now. It started slowly, but it's taken off a little bit. That's nice to see. Oh man, pity I have to work today. Well, that's life, guys. That's life, guys. You gotta work. Love that. Thanks to the pair of you. Never forget the ones that helped you on your journey. Arsenal forever. Dave, it's a bit early to be drinking vodka. Never too early to be drinking vodka, man. You know what I mean? I just met my buddy from Moscow there. Probably shouldn't be saying I have Russian friends. Anyway, he just dropped over a couple of bottles there, you know what I mean? He said, you're an Arsenal fan, you need this. I said, big up, man. Bosh. You know what I mean? You're an Arsenal fan, you need something. You need a crutch. This is my crutch at the moment as an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? It's been tough for us. It's been tough for the Gooners. We've been through hell and back recently. So don't judge me, guys. Don't judge me. All right, let's drink some water. That's right, it's only water. All right, man. I've been joined by a special guest. Gunnosaurus is in the house, looking smart. Need to get you the New Jersey Gunnosaurus. You know what I mean? Just stay there for the meantime, out of camera. Old school, has he left? Yeah, as Arsenal fans, we've been through the ringer. So yeah, we seriously need some R&R, man. The poor Arsenal fans, we've been through some time the last couple of weeks. Our nerves have been absolutely shredded, and in the end, we capitulated anyway. It is what it is, I suppose, isn't it? It is what it is at the end of the day, man. These things happen, I suppose, in football. But yeah, at the end of the day, we fell apart anyway, which is the unfortunate thing. Big up to Gunnosaurus. Yeah, Gunnosaurus, man, he's in the house as always. You know what I mean? He's chilling out there now, having some water. All right, he's drinking some water. You know what I mean? Just got to keep an eye on him there because he's taken the last couple of weeks badly. You know, he's really suffered like many Arsenal fans, we've been suffering in silence, man. Anyway, big up, guys. If you want to play my old school Gunner playlist, please do, and support my channel and let that playlist play all weekend long, from morning to night, on a device you're not using. Just play my playlist, lads, and let those ads run. I am monetized, of course, so the longer it plays, the better. The more advertisements. Yeah, this is a bit of a slow stream so far, but to be honest, at this time of the day, I mean, not many people are even out of bed yet. It's the weekend. People are relaxing. You know what I mean? I have to do the stream at this time, though, because I have to work tonight. I'm working from 5 p.m. till 11. And of course, I have to get to work first. I have to travel across one of the biggest cities in the world. I have to travel across London, through central London and out. So it's going to take a bit of time. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I wonder will there be any Luton or Coventry fans staying at the hotel today, because I work at a hotel in central London. I wonder will there actually be any Coventry or Luton fans at the hotel. Maybe there will be. We'll see. We also have a hotel close to Wembley Stadium, so maybe they're going to be out there. We'll see. We'll see. At least I'm not on the breakfast shift anyway. Jeez, the breakfast can be hell. At least it's just dinner service. Big up to Gunnosaurus, man. He's keeping the faith. He's keeping the faith. Like a lot of Arsenal fans have to right now, man. We got to keep the faith. We have to believe in the process. Although, to be honest, it started off as a process, then a project. Now it's like, I think, a multinational corporation building is what it's turning into. I don't know. We're expanding. We're expanding at the moment. So it's gone from process to project. I don't know where it is right now. But we left Highbury back in the day, guys, that we could compete. But we haven't competed. We haven't won the league at the Emirates yet. You know what I mean? We left Highbury back in the day, our home, our spiritual home, guys, Highbury. We left that stadium back in the day. I visit that stadium often, what's left of it, to move out to the Emirates so we could compete. But we haven't done that. What do I predict for the score tomorrow? I honestly think Wolves will win. My opinion, I think Wolves will beat us. That's not me being negative. The way we have played recently has been absolutely shocking. The team has been terrible. The only guy to come out of the last match against Brighton with any credit was Kieran Tierney. We got absolutely mauled in that match. The game before, the only player that really put on a shift was Reece Nelson. So the last two games, we've only had one player per game that has actually done something. The other 10 have been absolutely shocking. You don't know what Arsenal team is going to turn up tomorrow. I mean, we could blow them away with some champagne football, which we probably will because the pressure is off. But when the pressure comes on, we bottle it. Yeah, I think it could be a win for Wolverhampton. Aye, buddy. Arsenal will win because I'm going. Oh, God. If you're going to the game anyway, Stapes, and I'm going to say this 5 times. If you're going to the game, you are going to the match. When you're at the match, record some in-game footage that I can actually put on my channel, and just send it to me per WhatsApp, and I can put it on my channel. I would appreciate that. So hold your phone like this, not like that, like this, and record some in-game footage that I can put on my channel. I would appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to shoot tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to annoy the shit out of you about it. You're going to be at the game. Record some footage for me, like maybe the team's coming out, or a little bit of Saka on the ball, or if you're lucky enough to record one of the goals, and then send me it, and I can put it on my channel and try to boost, because that's what people want to see. And I'd appreciate it, man. And I'll be your buddy for life, forever. You have me words. I give you my words. When an Irishman gives his word, it's golden. Look at me hand. Shake me hand. Shake my hand. I'm not drunk now, guys. I'm just sleepy. I'm just waking up. That's water I've been drinking. I gotta go to work today, so I don't have time to be and thinking what might have been. I'll do my best, buddy. Yeah, do man, no panic. Yeah, at some point, just pick up the phone, couple of videos, in game, what's going on the field, couple of minutes, and then I can use that for my channel, and I'd appreciate it. I'll annoy you about it anyway tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'll send you like a text message every 5 minutes. Just have your phone there, yeah, because you're going to be getting a million texts. Now I'm only joking. Yeah, I'll be texting you in game. I'll be like, hey, what's happening? You know what I mean? I'm waiting. And then they'll be like, I'm going to send you then the really angry text, like a woman does sometimes, I don't know if that's like anymore, guys, because my wife left me. But that's a story for another day over the point. Like I was saying to Stapes yesterday, that's a story for another day over the point. But when I had a wife, she'd be texting me, I'm waiting. What's happening? Where are you? And then the question mark. I mean, then you're in trouble. You know what I mean? Women, they take all the joy out of life. As soon as you get married, guys, different person. Forget about it. Sex life, out the window. Forget about it, lads. Stay single, lads. Stay single. Don't shake me hands, still checking my watches there. You know the Irish well. Yeah, definitely remind me tomorrow. I'm going to remind you. I'm going to make your life a misery. They're not reminding you. I'm going to be on your case. You know what I mean? You'll be getting all these crazy text messages. I might even send you a voice message, to wake you up. You know what I mean? Hey, wake up, sleepyhead. What's happening? You know what I mean? Why aren't you responding? I'm going to be all on it, man, tomorrow. All over that. Like, I want 10 different videos sent to me on different stages of play, till I can actually chronologically actually enter it into my channel. Minute 51, minute 65, you know what I mean? I have it all like that, you know what I mean? You're going to be recording the whole game, Steve, so bring your battery. You're going to be like this, bring some kind of like tripod that can hold your phone like that for you. All game, you know what I mean? All game. As you can see, guys, I like to show off my old iPhone. She's a good one. Actually take it off the charger before it takes off to the moon. It's already at 100%. Early Buzz Football TV, laugh out loud, shake my hand, still checking my watches there. Exactly, the all way by, the all jiggle poker. A couple of people watching the stream. Good to see. Welcome along. I appreciate you tuning in, lads. Thank you to the big man Stapes. I'm definitely going to be having a big drink tomorrow as it's bank holiday weekend. Yeah, lucky you, man. I got to work all the way through. I have to work all the way through. That's all I seem to be doing at the moment. I don't know, is it possible to get all the YouTubers together at some point? I don't know, is that actually possible? That would take a lot of planning. But at some point, we should meet up for a pint, at least. You know what I mean? Have an old reminisce. Definitely going to be having a big drink tomorrow as it's bank holiday weekend. Yeah, nice. Oh, I got to be ready for that, so it's probably going to be busy at work. Yeah, bank holiday weekend. I got to work all the way through. Oh well, maybe we get the tips. Let's get that money going. I'll be jingling my little tip jar. You know what I mean? Jingle the tip jar. Like, anyone wants to donate to me, please do. $1 will do. I am monetized, of course. Obviously, I'm the best YouTuber out there. So when you get to this level, like when you get to my level, like the best YouTuber that's out there at the moment, there's only one way to go, and that's down. You know what I mean? Like Manchester City are going to find down in the new season. There's only one way for them to go, guys, and that's down. That's who I am as the best YouTuber out there at the moment. I mean, my YouTube channel is just like 3 people watching. You know what I mean, guys? I'm a natural. Like, look at me here in front of the camera. I'm a man's man. And when I say that, I mean I'm one of the boys. You know what I mean? I don't mean I'm like Graham Norton. You know what I mean? I prefer women. I like women. But I'm a man's man. Men look up to me. You know what I mean? It's like I'm the team captain. Like, look at this beard. It takes a hell of a lot, guys, to grow a beard like this. You need to have iron will. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not a metrosexual. I just let it all go, my laddie. All look at that, lad. You know what I mean? Shape it off there, then, nice and down. Look. Shape it, shape it, shape it. Look at that, like. When people see me on the street, they don't know me. They're like, Bosh, big up. And I'm like that. You know what I mean? Even the scumbags we have coming into the hotel now where I work, we have a couple of scumbags coming in. They give me respect as well. I almost had a couple of scraps with a few of them, but it's all right. It's all, you know what I mean? When they come in with an attitude, I'm going to give it back. You know what I mean? Twice as bad. Because I just revert to self. That's what I am. That's where I come from. I'm Irish, for God's sake. When someone comes into the hotel and they see me all there, my uniform, and they think something of me, when I open my mouth, things change. Because I am Irish. I revert back to self. You know what I mean? I mean, I just become myself. When necessary, when necessary. I don't like to be unpleasant. But when necessary, when someone comes in and they think they're all this and all that, you know what I mean? They're left no, I know on certain terms that this is my house. One rule, guys. That's all I say to people when they come in. One rule. Everyone pays. And that's me. You know what I mean? Bosh. Bosh. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm funny. Anyway. How pleasant. 3 people watching. Big up, man. This has been a good stream. Started off with no one, but now there's a few people watching. Massive game today in the playoffs, Sapes. I don't know you still watching, man, but if you were, there's a massive game in the playoff out at Wembley, Coventry v Luton for a place back in the Premier League. It's the richest game in domestic football, the biggest game in domestic football. How do you see that game going? Who do you think is going to win that? Do you think Coventry or Luton are going to get back in? Whichever team makes it, it's worth possibly 170 million for them to get back into the division. I mean, it's big chips, huh? Big money. And none of the teams are stupid enough to say that they have bigger fish to fry. This is the biggest fish. Alright, let me go back to listening to a bit of music while I'm waiting for things to pick up again on my channel. I'm still here, guys, don't worry. Just listen to some music as I'm waiting for things to pick up on the old channel. That's how I do things. You know what I mean? That's how I roll. Wow. The music coming out. Hypnotic. Reshape the mind. That's what we should do with Mikel Arteta. We should reshape his mind. Next time, win the league. It's like the story of Mikel Arteta. We need to reshape his mind and reshape Edu's mind. Mind reshaping. I'm all for that. I think mind reshaping is a good idea. Instead of buying a dog, some hypnosis, reshape the mind. Tip to everyone out there anyway, guys, don't get married. Throw your life away. Haha, might see Arteta reshape his Lego hair before that old school. Yeah, reshape his hair, and then he can reshape his mind as well. And maybe reshape his walk and do the handshake and then like take off his wristwatch, you know what I mean? No, but Christ, I swear to God. We've suffered, Arsenal fans, this season, so near and yet so far. We thought this was going to be it for us, and that in the end we faltered. In the end, we could not get over the line, unfortunately. We just couldn't make it. Very disappointing, you know? Very disappointing. It really is. I mean, we really got shafted at the end of the season, unfortunately. We felt the absolute pieces. But it's sad to see. It's sad to see. For a long time we were there. We had it in our own hands. And we just let it go. We just let it slip. Slipped out of our grasp, unfortunately. Yeah, he can move on from a light bulb to fluorescent lights instead. Yeah, and the dog, they got this dog now called Win. The dog is called Win. I mean, it just ranks of actual, like pathetic almost. Like, it's like they don't know what they're doing. It's like they're just clutching at straws. I mean, you're not going to win anything like that with a dog called win. You're not going to make no difference. Not going to win anything like that. Let's be honest about it. It is what it is, guys, but we're not going to win anything like that with a dog called win. So what's that going to do for us? You know what I mean? Let's be honest. Living in dreamland, cloud cuckoo land. You know what I mean? It's just disgusting. Yeah, he can move on from a light bulb to a fluorescent lights instead. And the dog is going to be there, you know what I mean? That dog is going to be running around the place. Probably bite some of the players, give them rabies, you know what I mean? Hopefully Fabio Vieira, we can get rid of him. And hopefully the dog will chase Xhaka out of the club as well. And bite Fabio Vieira that he can't play anymore. That would make me happy, you know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. Let me just lounge back here now, guys. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Early doors football TV. It's deja vu old school. Did exactly the same thing last year. Games in hand and collapsed. This time he had more momentum, but ran out of steam. The truth hurts, man. The truth hurts. Isn't that what they say? The truth hurts, but that's exactly what was going on, my friend. Unfortunately, yeah. The truth hurts, man. We found ourselves, we found ourselves in a difficult spot, no doubt. It's a real shame. It's a real shame. Because at one point we actually had it in the bag. We were almost there. We almost made it over the line, but almost never knew nothing. That's a real shame. Well, maybe next season, but we all know that's not going to happen, of course. Yeah, guys, do you think Saka? Back, man, you're back. I seen you being on Luca AFC's channel or someone else's channel. My friend spotted you, yeah, your buddy. Do you think Saka gas run out? He has played too many games, I'll tell you more. I think he played too much. I think he started someone told me that over the past 3 seasons, he has started over, I think, 150 games for the club. I think he just got burnt out. But he wasn't the only one. I mean, the team played crap. The team in general played absolutely rubbish. It wasn't just Saka. Odegaard was awful. Partey was awful. Ben White was awful. Ramsdale, I don't know what happened to him. He went to pieces. Like the only guy that played well in the last game, the Brighton game, was Tierney. And the game before that against Forest, the only guy that actually had a go and played well was Reece Nelson. They're the only players out of 11 that came out with some. The rest of them, no. But I think he was overplayed, yeah. And I think he did run out of steam. But it wasn't just that. The team in general, like Zinchenko, terrible. I mean, and then the match management, the game management of Arteta, you saw the difference there between him and Pep. It's not just squads. It was the game management then from game to game from Arteta was lacking. You know what I mean? And that cost us too. It cost us. And there was no room for error. But we had it in our own hands. We could have easily won the league if we had just persevered and won our games. Like, it wasn't the Manchester City game and it wasn't the Liverpool game that cost us. It wasn't the defeat to City and the draw at Anfield that cost us. It was the other games. You know what I mean? We had plenty more matches there to win. We had West Ham, Southampton, Notts Forest, Brighton, Newcastle and Chelsea we beat. We did the hard work when the pressure was off. So it wasn't Man City and Liverpool. It was the other games. Because Anfield is always a difficult place to go. Liverpool have a good team. Manchester City, of course, he had. Ask Real Madrid. 4-0. Done. Early does something to be too much even for a youngster like Saka. Arteta man management should have been and protected him. Now being given the new contract, he will fail if not careful. Time for Arsenal fans to listen to some home truth. The bitter truth. The painful truth has to be heard, guys, unfortunately. The painful truth has to be listened to, yeah. It is what it is, yeah. But it's true words, man. It's true words what buddy you're saying. It is like that. It was like that. And we got shown up for what we are. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, it is what it is, huh? It is what it is. Just a pity. It's just a pity the way the season ended up for us. Yeah, the way things went. It's just a real shame. But we'll be back, yeah. We'll be back, no doubt. We will be back. We will be back. But I don't think we're going to win the league in the new season, that's for sure. I can't see that happening. You know what I mean? I just don't think that's on the cards. I just don't think it's on the cards, to be honest. You know, good old school. I remember doing shift work, so I feel your pain. Yeah, it's not the shift work. I'm living in like a house here, so different people get up at different times. They'd wake you up, you know what I mean, or they come home late. But it is what it is. I won't be for much longer. I look forward to leaving the UK. You're good old school. I remember doing shift work. Yeah, but it's cool. At least it's a Saturday today, and I'm working in a bar restaurant. You know what I mean? Try to latch onto a few tips. Try to see what's going around. You know what I mean? Make a little bit of cash. Put it on the side. See what's going on. Maybe try to build up and make a better life for myself. Oh, God. I was actually off yesterday, but I did a long stream. Yeah, I did a 4.5 hour stream as well yesterday, trying to beef up my channel a little bit. But early doors. Oh yeah, cha-ching. I monetized anyway, so it's cool. So early doors football TV. Play my old school kind of playlist there. I had a woman doing it for me, but she's no longer in the frame. So if you want to do it, man, all good. You know what I mean? I had a woman doing it for me, but we're no longer talking. These things happen. So you know what I mean. So if you want to play my old school gunner playlist, man, please do. And boost my channel a little bit. I'd appreciate it. And big up, lads. Big up, and thank you to everyone for tuning into this stream. Big up yourselves, guys. I'm going to go on for another little while anyway. I still have time. I can roll on for another hour at least. Then I'm going to get ready for work. But yeah, it's a pity what happened, man. Arsenal season just kind of collapsed. It's a real shame what happened, you know. A real shame. That's life. Will do. Never trust a woman. Some of them are alright, man. But nothing lasts forever, you know. Nothing lasts forever either way, anyway. Nothing lasts forever, man. Nothing lasts forever. It ends. You die. You know what I mean? They're your options, man. Just know that, lads, when you get with a woman, yeah. It's going to end one way or another. She leaves you, or you die, or she dies. And that's it. Straight up, yeah. Straight up, guys. Nothing lasts forever. So don't be fooling yourselves, huh? Wake up. You know what I mean? And women, they're a bit smarter than us when it comes to things. It is what it is, lads. But like I said, nothing lasts forever. Nothing. Anyone that thinks otherwise, you're not living in the real world. You have a lot to learn. You know what I mean? Listen to a man that's lived. Yeah, guys. Game tomorrow, who cares? You know what I mean? Am I going to be paying attention to it? Not really. It's not important. Win, lose, or draw, who cares? Now we have to look to the new season. Win, lose, or draw, irrelevant. The season is already over for us. We're not going to be champions after leading for so long. So who cares? Honestly, who cares? But nice to go up with a win, but not important, man. Seriously, like. Just kind of into silent mode there, guys. Sorry about that. Just watching something interesting. I'm still here. All school, time for me to go and get some food. Been a pleasure. We'll look out for your next stream. We'll be on the playlist when I'm back. Don't work too hard tonight. Take care. Yeah, you too, man. Take it easy, yeah? And thank you for joining the live stream. I appreciate it. And take it easy, yeah? All the best, man. Peace. All right, guys. Sorry about that. The mic was muted. I want to thank everybody for your continued support on my channel, all your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. Thank you to everybody for tuning in on this live stream, yeah? And take it easy, guys. Best of luck to Arsenal tomorrow. Let's see what happens. But like I said, it's already over for us. Come on, you Gooners. Peace.